Oh, hey King, you're actually on Twitch today instead of YouTube. I'm kind of surprised. Welcome back to Silent Hill. I guess you're waiting to see just how your run and my run are going to compare, right? I'm sorry I couldn't meet you this morning. I had a lot of work. Like, if you're wondering why I was not around yesterday on this game, trying to catch up to you, it was because of work. I clocked in at 9, and I'll give you a good guess as to when I left work yesterday. So let me just check whether everything's working just fine. Seems like it. Now, it may take a while for YouTube chat to connect again. Yeah, I think I wanted to check out this area before we started triggering any monsters to appear. Because we had this stage, which I don't think I noticed during our initial normal run through the game. Let's make sure we don't miss any items. Feel like we might have already triggered it, because I can see something running out around there. Yeah, it's possible that you just needed to see this to trigger it, and we somehow have indeed seen it. Search for the missing object part. Or maybe just getting the save point is what triggered it. Because we can't go any further until we get that item by the looks of it. I guess we're going back to that storage room. So dark. Right, I'm on my lamp, that's why I couldn't attack. I was wondering why I couldn't attack. Fight it with the light. The light compels you. Be gone. The building itself? Sorry, I didn't quite understand. And YouTube should be working now, by the way, in case you were curious. And you want to go for the lower bitrate because you're always having trouble with your internet connection. Ah, the doll. Don't believe the fox's words. Yes, you already told us this before in our first run through the game. I am aware. Thank you very much. I was hoping you had something else here, though. Like a key item that we could use to find our way through. I've completely forgotten this. Oh, okay. No wonder you're on Twitch. So how far are you in now anyways? Like, I know that you've been surprisingly loving this game, despite the fact that you tell me that you really hate horror games.
Damn.
Well, that was a counter window. I actually lost it. This would be a bad idea to just fight. They're getting up. You're on the third playthrough already? Wow, okay. Wait, is that a third playthrough after getting the UFO ending, or just a normal ending? See, I told you. I told you the doll is suspicious. That we shouldn't trust the doll. Now, okay, so you actually completely... Wow. You really have taken to... And you tell me you dislike horror games. There we go. The Nari sculpture we need, and the little warning about not trusting the fox guy. And it's usually meant to give a bit of, what do you call it? A more lighthearted tone after a serious run through the game, so I do understand why they do that. And almost all Silent Hill games have that to an extent. Maybe I should wear the clam memory just so that we aren't seen as much for now. Because we can't actually defeat any of these enemies until we are under a blue lantern or something. Okay, let's go around. Now the clam memory is gonna make sure that they don't see me as easily so that I can sneak around them without having to deal with them. Although I'm not entirely sure whether this one sees me or not, because it is moving so erratically. And that's the sound of the other enemy actually waking up. Oh, you're just moving around there in a very weird pattern. This is the wrong way though. Yeah, this is the wrong way. Thankfully, these enemies are not too difficult to run away from. Boosting which memory exactly? I do believe it stacks, because I feel like the Wolf memory, which increases damage when your durability is low, does stack with other damage ones. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I think the clam, what clam is actually doing is it's reducing the aggro detection range of enemies, right? So that they don't spot you as easily. Because there have been some cases where, like, the game loves to do this. They'll put an enemy in a corner to ambush you. But if you're going across the other side of the street, there are chances where they'll just not detect you. And I feel like that's exactly what it's doing, like really lowering their visual and auditory radius, right? So they don't see you as much.
Stay back!
And fire's gone on. Yep. We traded in the lamp for the Naginata, which I feel like is an okay deal. Not exactly a bad one.
This must be special. Sorry. I'll hold on to it for a bit.
Right, time to be a bit more careful when we're running around, because we might find new stuff now that we're in New Game Plus. Inadama. Oh, is that? I think this might be related to the Naginata itself, because I do believe the Naginata is considered a bit of a sacred weapon. Though this one doesn't really tell us, apart from the fact that it was given to a person's wife. And I feel like that note wasn't there in the original run. Yeah. For a scary game, it does look very nice. Was it? I feel like there was a note there, but it was a different note about the Naginata. Not that specific note, because I feel like I've seen a few notes that were definitely not there in our original playthrough, right? And it's given like more information each time. I'm sorry to say this, Hinako, but our adventure does not end here because this door is locked. And we're gonna have to do a lot of running around here because none of the enemies down.
Over here! Sakako?
Okay, wait. I wanted to see what was over here because I feel like this was something we couldn't see on the map before, right? It was so dark you couldn't see it. Either that or we just didn't notice it. I'm so confused, to be honest. The previous boss area? Oh, at least, yes, it does remind me of the final area, or the area before the boss transforms it into like a little field. So it might be the first time we've actually looked up here. Some weird lanterns on the side too. Silent Hill F, like gaslighting me into, or rather questioning me into my memory of what was there and what was not. Which I suppose is a good thing for a psychological horror game. Yeah, possibly, right? Because we're seeing a lot of things that we couldn't see in our original run. And a lot of it is references to that original run. Yeah, see here, I feel like the enemy there was supposed to see us as well. But because we had the clam. Okay, now they've seen us. Never mind. I guess we're dealing with this. Honestly, Hinako's a little too overpowered in New Game Plus. So even if they respawn, we are in... Oh, here's a new Momori. Greatly decreases focus charge time. Yeah, no, I'm not using focus attacks. They take way too much sanity. Just using the counter is already great enough for damage. Not unless you want to use the chocolates and other sanity-giving items back, right? Ah, come on. I can't tell if I were startled or frustrated. Okay, we might actually be dying here. Do I have a first aid box? I do. I feel like the game might have heard me say that New Game Plus is a little too easy. That's the sound of the other Kashimashi reviving. You're gonna have to be more specific. Telling me that one charm doesn't exactly let me know what it is. Oh, is that the one shot charm you were talking to me about the other day? Hey, let me check the side of the building before we go in. Oh yeah, it is the one-shot charm. Honestly, I think that one is like a very much a challenge run for people. Now you have unlimited everything, but you die in one hit.
A library? In a place like this?
Again, I know you guys are probably seeing this a lot better than I am, but for me, this whole corner is dark. I don't see anything on my screen. I'm looking at OBS and I can see that it's a lot lighter, and you can actually make out the fact that there are shelves here. But for me, this is a black mass. Yeah, that's the clam effect coming into focus right there. That not noticing us. If there are books, I'm not seeing anything right now. Do we just deal with the enemy here? Okay, you know what? Let's actually do that. I'm gonna shift out from clam and probably use... Wait, am I not using owl? I should be using owl. And we'll go with hound. Ow. I was gonna sneak by it, but then when you said it, now I'm curious. A crimson spring gushing from the room.
Is this about my family?
Is the Shimizu family. Okay, weird. There were already hints that both of the families have like a weird mythological connection to various deities that are sort of overseeing the town of Ebisugaoka. But that might be the first reference to the fact that the Shimizu family might have a divine connection, right? Ritual is held. The Igarashi clan, last descendants. Wait. Shimizu Minako. Igarashi. Who's Igarashi? Wait a minute. Do we know anyone with the name Igarashi? Iwai? Oh, Sakuko. Sakuko's the one who's in Igarashi. So yeah, they're definitely tracing back to the roots of which characters have like divine connections. In the case of Sakuko, Sakuko actually does have those supernatural visions, which can logically be explained by the fact that she's also hinted to be sort of on the autism side of the spectrum, right? But then we have, like, all through the New Game Plus, one thing that we've been hearing is that of the intermingling of the blood of humans and divinity of gods. And it feels like Hinako's family might actually be either a family that traditionally mixed in with divinity, or they are half divinity itself. We are not entirely sure. Well, at least I'm not entirely sure at the moment, right? Or it might be the Kudzu family is also like, not enough. The honorable blood, fill it up, make it full. Otherwise, this book was definitely there. I remember seeing that and being like very confused as to why they were talking about blood. There were like a few notes talking about blood before, but they came like out of very left field and almost felt like they had nothing to do with the plot line until now that we're seeing the New Game Plus stuff that didn't appear before.
This way! Over here! Hinako!
Sakuko! Is that you?
But this also sort of explains why Sakuko
Where are you?
can appear in the strongest in the Dark World, right? Because among all the characters that Hinako met, Sakuko, I think, is the one who appears the most in this version of the world. And she's also the one person that we see on the other side as a spirit, like at the shrine. Or a version of her just dancing behind that screen. I hear something. I hear something, but I don't see it. Can't say I'm a fan. A dried carcass, perfectly normal in this game. Okay, I'm guessing there's the bookshelf here because I'm not seeing anything except darkness. Do I want to heal before I go out? We do have a couple of Yokan. You're gonna have to remind me, which scene are you talking about? Let's move the healing items over here. The toolkit can be on the other side. Then might as well move the divine water too. Oh, okay, so Sakuko's dance doesn't happen on the third playthrough then, I'm assuming? Yeah, I wasn't even expecting it to be there. I was just looking and we kind of saw it. Oh, almost picked that up. Yeah. Yeah, the library, this was a very confusing area for me when I initially played through this, right? Because the library is like really highlighted on the map. And the first time I played through it, I was like, what was the purpose of this place, since there isn't like a puzzle or anything? Just had a few documents, not even a few, just that one document letting you know that the Kudzu family people sort of suffer weird symptoms, and then that one document about the blood. But now it makes much more sense that there is a lot more books here that we can read, which talk about the various bloodlines which have like supernatural connections. Nope. This is a grab. Oh, thank you for missing. Unfortunately, no, Hinako, we won't be able to kill anything in this world until a very, very long while. It's with the creepy music. Oh, that's why we had the creepy music. Honestly, I feel like I'm having a much easier time this time. I recall the first time we came here, I was avoiding these things altogether. But now I am less unwilling to face them in combat, especially once you realize just how easy it is to deal with them, even if they do come back. Because the team.
Hinako! Come on, hurry!
Honestly, Sakuko calling out is much more scarier than anything else in the game. Sakuko calling out to Hinako suddenly makes me tense up more than actually hearing or seeing anything in the game. No, please no. When you say that, I actually imagine hearing you IRL in that voice. And I'd rather not hear that. Please no. Yeah, we're just knocking each and every one of them out now.
Nothing useful here.
Honestly, why are we here again? You come? Some divine water. They're giving you the healing items before they sap you. You're looking... Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you for the reminder. We are looking for that key item which opens the door so that we can run back to it. Let's give away the Kudzu tea. And we have a bunch of bandages, so I'm gonna give away the Yokon as well, and the dried carcass. And that ought to free a few slots for us. I'm gonna keep the divine water here for a bit, because I know that we're gonna run into a sequence where we need the sanity. I can increase my stamina here. Or do I want to go for more health later? You know what, let's get the stamina upgrade for now. And the one stat that I haven't upgraded all throughout. And we should...
Hurry! Hurry!
We should be looking up at the ceilings now, right, too?
Sakuko! Are you there?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to get used to her English voice. The downside of playing in one language for an entire playthrough.
Sakuko?
Nothing's on the ceiling, huh? And no documents for us to find. Just more information and nothing. Yeah. We need to go put this back into the fox's mouth. Just wondering if there's like something new that we need to do here for another ending. Time to run. Oh wait, I should have equipped the stamina charms for running.
Get out of here.
Okay, getting that stamina upgrade might have actually been worth it. Recover our stamina a bit before we need to run back. Okay.
Hurry, Hinako! This is incredible!
Straight shot, and then to the left. Okay. I wasn't actually expecting it to be able to catch up to me, but it did manage.
You traitor! I don't want to be by myself. It's lonely.
Oh, right, this is where we fight Sakuko, right? Yeah, they're just prepping us for the boss fight now. I had forgotten that she was the boss here. I was thinking that it might have been the next Dark World instance where we do that, but that is not the case. Let's see what I have. Sanity, perfect dodgings. Won't need this for now because we're gonna fight Sakuko, so maybe Kudzu to increase all our stats. Where is the butterfly one? Oh, there you are. Well, let's try this, because I haven't actually tried it. But before that, use the Sakura one to heal ourselves to max. And also pray here to clear our mind and restore our sanity. Or maybe she just keep the Sakura one instead of using the butterfly one. You know what? Never mind. Good luck. I don't think Sakuko's fight is too hard. You just can be very certain. And I'm wondering, no, there isn't like any change for New Game Plus in this cutscene. Oh, okay. So I love Sakuko's boss fight design. Like the character design itself, it's so good. In general, I think all the bosses look like really, really good, but Sakuko's just, I feel like is the best. Top notch.
I'm here to save you. You traitor!
Sakuko! Why?
You traitor!
What's going on?
Toxis!
Oh, I missed the window. Okay. That was surprising. Okay. Okay. Hard mode. Reading that.
Mikh'a, I'm here to save you.
Sakuko! Please! Please stop this!
Oh, she charges much faster too.
Please don't leave me. I'll forgive you. Come back.
It wasn't over yet.
You traitor!
No, no, we're running.
Toxis! Liar!
I need to remember that she does it twice now, and not only once.
I don't want to
Okay.
be alone.
Yep, definitely need to focus a lot more. That evil laugh at the end.
You traitor!
Sakuko! Why?
Oh,
You traitor!
What's going on?
Mikh'a, I'm here to save you.
Sakuko! Please! Please stop this!
Please don't leave me. I'll forgive you. Come back. Stop it, please. You traitor!
oh, okay. Just gonna take a moment to just compliment how good the game is. Right, you can tell when she's actually gonna change that sickle attack to a swipe because her head swivels. It has like a really good tell there. I just noticed. I got a little too greedy there.
Toxis!
One more? Oh, never mind.
You traitor!
Yeah, like really good tells. And you can tell she's doing the charger with the little bell sound. A little too close for comfort.
Liar! Liar!
Trying to bait out that one attack where we can counter attack. But this works too.
You traitor!
She does that little dance before you can counter.
Liar! Toxis!
This works too, I guess. So you can get in like a lot of hits here.
The more you refuse to get in, the more you'll suffer.
Oh dear, I did not know.
No idea
Oh,
what you're
never mind.
talking about!
I know you want nothing more than to not be here.
I really like the fight. So this goes back to what we were talking about before, right? I feel like Sakuko is actually not here on ill intentions. She seems to be opposed to whatever deity or supernatural force is drawing Hinako over here, right? And although she is a bit confused, she is trying to rescue her from this situation. It's just that this form of her is not doing it the correct way. Yeah, even the things she's saying is different on New Game Plus, because this time she's actually expanding on the fact that she wants to help. Well, the other time, the first time we ran through, it was like she was confused as to why she was here. Like she was saying that I came to help you, but then she was like, why did I come to help you? And it was like very messed up. But now we're getting like more context.
Are you injured? Fear not. This is nothing to fret over. Keep my commander's life. Yield to me. Be good.
And Katayuki, Fox Mask coming to help.
How foolish of an evil spirit to enter this place.
What was that?
An impurity that haunts you no more. Rest assured, you are safe now. To live in this world is to walk amidst impurities, but we can ward them off. Come.
Is it like, or it might be, like you have to understand that even among the deities, it seems like there are like two factions that are fighting over here, right? And from what we can tell, it seems to have spread from the two clans that are taking root in this town in Silent Hill. One of the clans were like a bunch of soldiers who fled from battle and just hid out in Ebisugaoka, away from the shogunate at the time. And the others are like other people who moved in. So you have, and the people who fled from battle have like a huge resentment against the people who allied with the shogun faction. And likewise, you have like two factions, like divine factions fighting together, like religious entities, right? One is the faction that was worshipping the divine tree, but then the divine tree was replaced with the Inari faith, right? So, and remember, Sakuko wants to bring back the faith of the divine tree. But Fox Mask here is part of, well, presumably part, because he's already a Fox Mask, right? He's wearing a Fox Mask, right? Presumably he's part of the Inari faith, which would make Sakuko an impure entity to the Inari faith. So it's not necessarily that they view Sakuko as an impure object, or like themselves as divine and Sakuko and the others as mortals and impure, right? Because Sakuko herself is shown to have like supernatural abilities or a connection to the divine as well. Fun theorizing stuff. I honestly never thought I'd find this Silent Hill so intriguing lore-wise.
Sacred ground lies before us. Before we enter, we must be cleansed. We shall do so here.
So any thoughts as to what this scene represents? Why does the water burn Hinako? Or rather, why does she feel it burns her?
Now, you as well.
Okay.
Calm yourself. It is but water.
Honestly, after we found out that Hinako is voiced by the same VA that voices Yuffie, I'm having a hard time making a distinction between the two. In English, I mean. Don't trust the fox mask. Oh, this is new. We're giving a little sneak peek as to what happened in our previous run. It could be that Hinako herself is part of the Divine Tree Faith initially, right? Or the doll could be part of the Divine Tree Faith? Possibly? Possibly?
Hinako! Hey! Wake up!
You klutz. You fell down the stairs.
And the way Rinko says it in English is much more dismissive, right? In the case of Rinko, right, when she is represented by lava, I do sort of understand, because it's like she's consumed by jealousy, right, which is often depicted by flames, which is why she pushes Hinako down the stairs too.
Oh, I still got my sleeve somewhere.
And that's new too, because the first time she fell, they didn't comment about the fact that her sleeve was torn. But now we actually have a logical explanation as to why her sleeve was torn.
You don't look bruised or anything. Does it hurt at all?
No, I'm fine. That's good to hear.
Yeah, she's not even hiding the fact that and
What's wrong?
I don't quite know why Hinako is not being confrontational about this, about the fact that she was pushed by Rinko.
Let's go. There's no time to waste.
All right. Come on.
Well, you're going to protect me, right? I'm not tough like Hinako, you know?
Yeah, don't worry. Stay close to me.
These two.
All right. Let's head to my place. Back road, then mountain, then highway. I'll take the front. Partner, take the back.
Got it.
So-
I'll stay behind you, Shu. It's safest in the middle.
Okay, this is... Okay, I'm so confused. I'm not even sure what is new and what is not new.
Leave the bag to me.
You know what's funnier? Because she's the voice actor for Yuffie, you can like almost consider her like a Yuffie stand-in, right? Yuffie in FF7 is known to be notoriously scared of ghosts. And Hinako herself is in a horror story, but she's also very skilled in combat, just like Hinako. Alright, time to keep our eyes peeled for any new stuff that we might find. I'm hoping we get a clue as to the next Jizo statue. Because each time we've been coming back to the real world, I would say. Or a version of the real world that Hinako is seeing. We do get like a hint for the other ending. Are you a brick or a box? I'm moving slow in case we miss anything, but I'm also tempted to speed up. So that we can find something new. I think we already explored this place though. Yeah, there was a box here with some items. And then we already opened up. Just taking a look to make sure. Okay, what's our objective now again? Why is there a little bowl here? Alright, that's where Shu used to pick up tadpoles. That's why the note is there. We are heading to Shu's house, which means we're heading back to town. This path's still blocked.
Where did that big one go?
Hinako! Over here! You okay, partner? No monsters on your tail, are there?
No, I'm good.
Shoot, how much longer are you gonna keep up this partner routine? You talk to her like she's a schoolboy.
I call her partner because she's my partner. I've never treated her like a girl.
Now that you mention it, yeah, you haven't.
That's
Enough small
kind
talk.
of the problem,
Let's go.
Shu. No, I honestly think part of the reason why Hinako doesn't confess to Shu is that she's not sure whether Shu actually sees her as the opposite gender, right? Because he keeps saying stuff like that, even though we very obviously know that Shu has a thing for Hinako. Like, this would all be solved if they communicate properly. The penultimate solution for every relationship problem. Or budding relationship problem. Now, I'm almost tempted to go back into the field and check everything to see whether anything's changed. At the very least, I'm gonna go check up to Sakuko's shrine. pay off the family and voila. To be fair, it does seem that Kotoyuki, Fox Mask, did have feelings for Hinako since he met her at the park when they were young. And insofar as I can tell, I don't feel like Fox Mask himself is antagonistic, right, or hostile. It almost feels there is a point in the game where you come across some documents that are like letting you, like, hinting that people might be under, you know what, let's see if we can actually find it. Is it in documents or key items? I'm looking for that one document which talks about using magic to create relationships, right? Hirogami, is that it? No, not that one. Yeah. The research covers romance-related spells using passengers. This document was something that we picked up while we were running into Fox Mask. And it almost feels like someone might have either put a spell on Hinako or Fox Mask to force them together in a relationship. Because it's also hinted that Fox Mask's personality changed a lot when he met Hinako. If you're wondering what it says, it basically says that it's basically a history of using magic or omyoji to perform an incantation to create each other to be attracted, to create a situation where people are attracted to each other, or romance in this case. I feel like I'm using way too many words to just say it's a magic spell. It's a love spell. Nothing's happening here this time. Like last time we came here, we saw Sakuko dancing behind the curtain. Or a ghost of Sakuko, because she was already dead by then. Okay, nothing new here. I wonder if you're even meant to come back up here. Like, you could probably pick up the key items you missed before. Kotoyuki, right? Yes. I think we talked it about on the previous stream. Kotoyuki is the son of an illegitimate heir to the Tsuneki family. So he was initially living in around the park vicinity over here, where he met Hinako when he was younger. But later on, the family accepted him as an heir, and he was taken back. But it seems he was brought up in a strict manner because his mother, because we get all those letters, which again we can kind of read here. If he really wanted to. Strict mother's letter. Yeah. You are different from those delinquents who run around town. You have noble blood running through your veins. And this is basically this set of letters, and the letters we get about the handmaiden pretty much explains Kotoyuki's situation. Like, he's like, you have noble blood, you have to apply yourself. And then she's like, suddenly, we need to move. Probably, I need to tell you something. And this is at the point that I think she tells her that they are going to move into the Tsuneki family. And then you get the housemaid's note letting you know that, hey, there was an affair with a young housemaid whose name is Sati, who's probably Kotoyuki's mother. and that she was driven out of the family, but then later taken back in. Do we? Oh, okay, never mind. The game's like, wait, yeah. Does not seem like you can go back in there. And let me change our Omamori since we're in the real world now. I'm gonna go for Wolf as usual. And Spider to reduce durability loss. And Owl. Though I feel like I've been having like less and less use of Owl throughout. Oh, you just jumped onto the other side. Okay. It wasn't a dog. It was a fox. It was a fox, and right after we get that, we got a little note letting you know that, hey, kids who are bitten by foxes can also be possessed. Like, it's one of the things that you find in the doctor's note right here, right? That about fox possession. In New Game, when you came here, they'll be talking about a little kid who's been bitten by a fox and brought here to heal or to get treatment, right? But in New Game Plus, you actually get a note talking about fox possession. Yeah, see, the thing is, I don't actually think that's a thing. I feel like Kodayuki just met Hinako and then he had a sudden change of heart. I don't feel like Kodayuki is possessed. I think he fell in love with Hinako. That's why he started applying himself, right? Previously, he didn't have any goal or anything, and then he met Hinako. He fell in love with her, and then he's like, I'm going to impress this girl so much that I'm going to study. I'm going to be athletic enough. So from the outsider's perspective, and probably from the perspective of his own mother, it might just seem like he was bitten by a fox and possessed so much so that his personality changed. And especially since it's sort of indicated that the entire town is like very, very steeped in the belief of the supernatural or religious doctrine. Take your pick. Yeah, they're not allowing us to go back to the fields, huh? I guess they don't want us to explore it. Yeah, I'm not going back. Okay, you know what? Fine. There's an enemy in there, but I just want to make sure that we're not missing any documents. Because last time, when you came out from the Dark World and went in here, there was nothing. That looked very painful, actually falling down the stairs. Yeah, this is where we get the note on New Game Plus where it talks about fox possession. I'm not entirely sure whether there was an enemy on the ground floor. I feel like it was that one enemy here. And hard mode doesn't seem to have changed that. And don't think anything's changed with this too. It's all empty drawers. Except for the lock on the top, which is filled with eyeballs and other viscera. Yeah, okay. Yep, nope, there really isn't anything here. I just had to check to make sure we don't miss anything. Oh, look, if you fell from the top of a flight of stairs and rolled all the way down, it's gonna be painful. No matter how it looks, or no matter how you fall.
Partner, Is it just me, or are there more of those weird monsters?
Well, all sorts of weird aliens kept popping up when we played Space Wars, right?
Hinako, has anyone ever told you that when you talk to Shu, you sound kind of manly?
We just got into the habit of talking like this, I guess.
I mean, we've been hanging out with each other since we were little kids.
Ah. So that's why you two didn't get into a relationship, huh?
We don't need to talk about that right now. Let's go.
So awkward. Okay. Rinko actually overtly just, well, not overtly, I guess, subtly bullying Hinako. Hey, we can't go into the fields over here, so I have to wonder if anything's changed. I wouldn't call it bizarre. Like, there are some people who, when they bully, they'll not outright say it. They'll just indirectly indicate that, hey, there's something weird with you. But they say it in a polite way, so you can't actually... Well, you can call them out for it, and ideally you should, but if you are, like, quote-unquote friends, you usually want to avoid confronting the other person, and that's is what I feel like is the situation with Rinko and Hinako, right? They both are friends, I'd like to say. Although it's indicated that Rinko hates Hinako more than anything else. Because she's jealous that Hinako's getting all the attention from Shu. Okay, nothing here. Which is kind of odd since we saw that one Kashimashi running over there. I thought that was like a sort of stealth hint by the game letting you know that, hey, there, you might want to check something out over here. Does not seem to be the case. Well, yeah, if we pick up the pills, we'll get the bad ending again. And we're kind of trying to avoid that. So I'm realizing that we just had like a small walking sequence from one shrine to the other. But now that we're entering town, we should be a bit more careful, because I do believe... Yeah, I'm already hearing them. Catch up with you and Rinko. Oh, I will generously take that, thank you. There you are. We are heading to Shu's house. So either we're going through the main road or we're going behind the Chizuria here. I feel like I remember it being behind the Chizuria. But we're also looking for like clues for the new ending, so let's take a look around town. One of you, please. One of you. Please spot me and jump over the fence. Or just walk back. That works too. Wasn't there like a trap here in the construction site? I feel like there was. That was the sound of somebody jumping. That was the sound of you jumping. There's a very slight static. I feel like there might be something else here too. Yeah, we already explored here too. But the way the sequences work in this game, you just can never be sure. Something's in this vicinity though. It's making that weird noise. You cannot go in here, right? Even though there's like a little door. Okay, never mind. This is the way we're meant to go. Like, if you see the lanterns, that's the dedicated path you're going to. I was wondering. To be honest, I was expecting it to just attack right out of the jump. Yeah, these are all areas that we've explored before, so it would make sense if you don't find anything new. But I also get like half a feeling that the game might just spawn in something new that you can only find after a certain set of story sequences. No, this place is completely infected. We're not going this way. Okay, dead end. It's about as far as we can go from this section. Yeah, we're just gonna have to go straight to behind the cheeseria because I don't feel like there is anything new. Even after a story sequence occurs.
Partner! This way!
Yeah, go the exact opposite way he mentioned. Yeah, some Hikashi. Okay, we're not picking that up.
What is that? Oh no, it's so disgusting.
These things, these sick monsters, are they spreading across the whole town?
We can't go that way then. There's too many.
We'll go around. Maybe we can find a safer route there.
They're all over Chizuruya.
let's head for the middle school. We can take the mountain path from there. It's gonna take us a while, but we can avoid town. All right then. Let's move.
These two just leaving Hinako behind each time. So I'm gonna do a weird thing and actually try and fight these creatures. The one more small enemy you can hopefully just attract without the big one. Oh, there's two more. There's one in the back. Too far. I'm not sure of the counter window for this creature. And that's the reason why I actually bought it. Oh, you're reviving. Okay, never mind. Let me just quickly check this place over here to see if there's like any items. Doesn't seem to be. Okay, you're back. And you revived real quick, huh? Okay. I didn't even realize that the creatures could respawn in the real world. But this monster seems to be a bit of an exception, just to keep you from going here. Alright, we're running. Should not follow us too far. I see you. Can I actually not get hit by you, though? Repair our weapon because I am using the charm that increases damage and high durability. This path should be blocked, right? I feel like I came here before to do new game, and the moment you head like halfway in, an enemy spawns behind your back. Yeah.
Go away.
Nope. Yeah, I think originally this place had like an upgrade item. The toolkit is pretty worth it. The replacement, yeah, where the toolkit was where you got the upgrade item from. It might be because you already picked it up once, they just replaced it with a toolkit, which is equally useful. That's back to the Chithria, so... I'm guessing we're going this way, and the truck over there will have moved by now. Oh, which achievement is that? Let's give away the Higashi. And I feel like we're making use of the divine water quite a bit, so I'm gonna keep those for now. Diary? Oh yes, there is a diary for finding all of Rinko's and Sakuko's thoughts. Yeah, the truck gets knocked over, so you can actually proceed this way. And now we really have to keep an eye out, because this is completely new territory as far as the game's concerned. So, if I'm gonna pick up new items or find any clues as to the new ending, it's gonna be in this vicinity. Not that we're finding any just yet. There's a little box up there. Oh, it's not a box, it's a brick. I keep seeing that same brick and thinking it's a box. Alright, this is where we get introduced to the new liquor type monster. Was it the new liquor, or was that just the guttural growling from that creature instead? Do a quick heal. With the Sakura charm. We'll max out our healing potential. Would be a shame if he died after making it so far. But not a shrine in sight. Okay, yeah, I feel like I recall this being a trap too, but I'm gonna check it out. More ramening. Or maybe it was just that one monster? Never mind. Just a pleasant romp through Silent Hill. With no ambushes in sight. Now, I hope I don't miss anything. I feel like I might already have missed something. Because usually you tend to find the hint for the Jesus statue pretty early on in the chapter. And it's the one thing that I'm trying to keep my eyes on. Because we need to find those statues to presumably find the sacred sword, right? Which we need for the new ending.
Go away. Nothing useful here.
Thank you for letting me know, Hinako. Yeah, if we get to the point where we get the cutscene that loops us into the next story section, I'm gonna just stop for a moment and change. And I'm guessing this is one of the UFO posters. Number 2. So we found number 1, number 2, and number 3. Inconceivable. Is there a secret invasion of body-snatching aliens? They may already be among your loved ones. I'm gonna make... Yeah, I'm gonna make an extra save here. Wait, let me go back to the title screen and check. Because after you beat the game once, they let you know the conditions for the endings, and for the UFO ending, you need to find all 3 movie posters in order, and somehow I found 1 and 2 in order. That's why we're actually seeing the UFOs. We know where 3 is, so we can go and actually track down 3. Oh, your Twitch was buffering. I was wondering why you were so silent. You're usually like very ready to help me with this stuff. Okay, maybe I should run back to the 3rd poster, interact with it, so that when we find the final poster, we'll be more or less ready for the ending. But I'm also equally not sure if I've listened to all the radio broadcasts for the ending, because they do say that you need to listen to all the UFO broadcasts. So I'm gonna run very quickly back. A very, very long way, presumably. Where did we even find the first UFO poster? It was around here. I feel, I'm not entirely certain. when you think about it, the shrines are located like quite near each other. It's just that you're taking your time and trying to avoid or killing the enemies. It feels like it's taking a lot longer than it really should. But yeah, this is where the poster was, right? Yeah, okay, here we go. And yeah, actually seeing them in order makes the UFOs appear. Now we need to find the last poster, which is a review, and I'm not entirely certain where that is. I am hearing the spaceships though. Yes, I have indeed viewed 3. That was the third one. But I'm curious as to why I'm hearing the UFOs now. Now, let's take a bit of a gamble and see if we can find them. That was a gamble that did not pay off. I feel like it's coming from that little alleyway, but this creature is blocking the way and he revives. So I do have to. Alright, we're running, I guess. What is this? Oh, that's what I was hearing it from. Sometimes trying to distinguish one's fellow man as friend or foe can be the real horror. Just a normal review on. Congrats? Why are you congratulating me? In one particularly chilling scene, local residents of the town where the UFO was sighted are mistakenly targeted as body-snatching aliens. The accusing humans scream and cheer as they send their own kind to a detention center. Is coerced solidarity among... Okay. Yeah, it is just a rating of the movie itself. And they're saying that at the end of the movie, because it's suspicion created by humans suspecting that each other are aliens, more deaths were caused by the humans than the actual aliens themselves. Now we're getting a cutscene.
Why isn't there anyone in town?
Wait, is this the UFO ending?
There's no doubt about it.
Them?
Yeah, the aliens.
Okay, yeah, this is a UFO ending.
A long time, waiting for the chance to snatch up humans and replace them with aliens. Rinko, Hinako, me, any one of us could be an alien merely pretending to be the real person.
I'm not an alien!
Is there any way to prove our
Kind of funny how they draw on each other.
There is.
What? Didn't you die? That thing killed you!
This is Roboco, an anti-extraterrestrial search and destroy robot I designed and built.
Oh my god. The whiplash from the horror to death ending.
Masquerading as humans and automatically eliminate them. The battery's dead.
Wait, so the Sakuko that thing killed was actually an alien?
That thing was chasing me all over the place. I guess you had a hint of alien on you, Hinako. You might be an alien, or maybe someone close to you is an alien. copy everything down to your memories, but they're not perfect. Hinako, try saying something only the real you would know.
Oh, sorry guys, give me a second. My younger sibling is asking if I want anything from the store. Right, back to this.
Oh, Rinko once took some of Shu's hair and hid it inside her pillow.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, okay, what I wanted to say was they've actually drawn this ending very reminiscent of like old era comics, and I'm guessing it's because the setting itself is in the Showa era.
Let a girl try out a love spell and dream.
She was trying a love spell. Interesting.
Your turn, Rinko.
One time, Hinako forgot her underwear in the locker room at camp and didn't claim it!
Rinko! You're gonna burn in hell for that!
Can't blame you for not claiming it. Gotta be embarrassing saying it's yours when the teacher asks whose it is.
Privacy wasn't really a thing back in the day. Well, one time, Rinko skipped gym class and took Shu's clothes and...
Well, the day after she fought with Shu, Hinako took his recorder and...
I think I'm more scared of girls than aliens at this point.
Okay, you're good. You guys passed the test. Next up, it's us, I guess. So one time, Shu ripped a page out of an adult magazine and hid it behind his bookshelf. And he also cut out a photo of a classmate's head and taped it to a swimsuit model poster.
Okay. We got it. Now it's my turn. Oh! Sakuko first started wearing a bra in the 6th grade, while Hinako and Rinko started after summer break in 5th grade.
Okay. It was getting funny until we got to this.
How's that?
Well, we didn't find an alien.
But we did find an enemy to all women.
Hinako, we're heading home. What about the aliens? Everything all right?
Oh, the neighborhood watch got together and took care of them.
Oh my god.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
For dinner tonight, I'll make your favorite Hamburg steak.
Mother, I told you that's Junko's favorite.
Okay, I wasn't expecting to get the UFO ending so easily. Oh, what? It's the dog from the other Silent Hills. In the other joke endings in the Silent Hill games, that dog appears. Like, it's framed like the events in the game are actually caused by the dog just orchestrating the whole thing. Also, the change in the tone from the main game, wow. You can can see why people consider this to be the joke ending, right? In all of the Silent Hill games, it's this absurd. Sort of wondering if there's anything more to this. Really put an entire team's credits in the joke ending as well. Well, I guess they're showing the Divine Tree, which wasn't there before. They had a lot of fun making this ending. I can tell. Like, if whoever animated the credits has enough time to sync the credits appearing to the music, that person was having a good time, and I can tell you that from my own experience. Now all three of the characters are in the little hub with the Shiba Inu. Okay, now we're going to the actual credits, which I'm gonna skip. The Great Space Invasion. Not sure if I should actually be saving into this. Let's use another slot just in case. Yeah, it's a new... Does that mean that you have to start over again? I kind of don't want to, though. Yeah, I figured. Now, I'm gonna load up our old save, and hopefully it's where I left off before I ran to the poster. Yep. That's where we left off. But you know what? Let me take like a quick break. I'll be right back after I get some water. I think my younger sibling might also be coming up, and I'll need to unlock the door for her. Oh, BRB. Alright, sorry about that. That took a bit longer than I was expecting. Seems like the road to our house was blocked by construction, and my younger sibling was a bit confused as to where to go, so I was like directing her to where she wants to go. I offered to go pick her up, but then she was like, no, I can make it over here, just tell me the route. I'll probably check up on her, just in case, in a bit. It might be just because we're playing Silent Hill, but I do get worried. Sometimes. He's perfectly capable, mind you. And yes, you have a point actually. It might be a good idea to start a new game. Because usually when you clear a UFO run in a Silent Hill game, you get a bit of a stronger set of equipment that you can only get after you beat the game.
Something just flew by!
Shoo! Let's get out of here, okay?
Okay, yeah, this is the introduction to the liquor. We'll have a few more combat encounters before we come across it, though. But a lot of scares to ramp up that tension. What's behind here, and why is this locked? Did I ever go in here before? I feel like I haven't. Odd. Yeah, you can see why I thought we were gonna meet a liquor. Because of all the sounds. Oh, welcome back. I was just saying, Mikh'a, that you have a point that I should probably do a fresh run after that new game plus with the UFO ending, because once you beat the UFO ending in many Silent Hill games, it will usually unlock a joke weapon or a joke costume that you can only get after you cleared it.
Where are those two?
It's like you're running in circles here.
Hinako, this way!
I know you dropped a wooden plank somewhere. The question is where? Oh, it's that one door that I was wondering about. So we did go this way. Well, not a door, one fence. It was flickering. What is that? Yeah, okay, this is where you're actually gonna run across the liquor. There we go. Okay, your counter window is very small. Thankfully, with the charms we have, taking care of you is considerably easier than I remember. Even with the higher difficulty. Honestly, as long as they don't get excited when start glowing, they are not too bad. Not too bad. Although I hear a Kashimashi now, somewhere. Oh, right. This is also something I remember. If you go up this little crevice and get the item over here.
Why would someone put this
It spawns a Kashimashi right below you where you can see it under the bridge. Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's actually what they look like when they get excited because they are obviously manifestations of how Hinako feels men treat women during the Showa era. Like with the big beer belly, the long tongues, and a very animalistic sense of movement and personality in general. Okay, if you listen to them, and they almost sound like very, very excited, almost like rabid dogs. So yeah, this is one of those sequences where, again, you get like the little static from the controller, which is not going to come over on stream, unfortunately. Which indicates that there's a radio nearby. Honestly, it's more unnerving to just hear this. Oops, I'm sorry, I guess you guys can't hear it. Yeah, I mean, just to hear that static noise coming from your controller than anything else. Oh, there we go. There's the radio. Give me a second, everyone. That will be the sound of my sibling coming home. Let me go and greet her. Alright, and back again. This time it didn't take as long. But yeah, she was complaining about... Wait, that was Sakuko's voice. So Sakuko is actually looking after Hinako. I think there was like a different broadcaster. I think there was a broadcast from Shu here last time. But now it was a broadcast from Sakuko. Interesting. But again, this indicates that Sakuko wasn't necessarily hostile to her as much as it seemed. I feel like Rinko is the more hostile one, and Sakuko is just a bit misunderstood. Higashi? Oh, there's two enemies here this time. And the knife is, again, surprisingly powerful. And again, I remember that you actually didn't need to kill it. All you had to do is just run past it and into the window. But I keep killing it each time because I feel like they might be hiding something in the vicinity. You can't be too careful. Bit of an interesting drawing happening here, indicating what's happened in the house. Not entirely sure what's going on here. Sorry, just getting distracted by the drawing. Wondering what it's indicating. Yeah, that's probably what it's showing. Because that's the first time Hinako actually runs into one of those monsters in this world, or like this variation of the monster.
Listen to me. Give up on Hinako.
Give up on Hinako.
I don't know what to do now. She's suffering. I can't just...
Now we'll be ambushed here too. There's really no reason to go there now because I've already picked up the item that was there. That's... oh, you can go back. Interesting. Well, good to know in case we miss anything related to the research notes or the Jizo statues, which we will need to check soon enough. Should be an enemy around here somewhere. And this is also an optional path that led to one of the upgrade items. Yeah, once you sort of figure out the counter trick, it's considerably easier, and I feel like there's one more enemy if it's giving me the creepy music. Oh wait, are you getting the music from actually getting close to the red capsules? Yeah, really? You're getting... Yeah, you are getting the music when you get closer to the red capsules. And yes, instead of a plaque, which is used to upgrade your stats, what we have there was the anti-cobe. Or maybe it's just because we're getting closer to this side. And an enemy that's off screen. Let's enshrine some. Wow, okay, I have a lot of items I didn't even realize. Rare Kudzuti, Divine Water. I'll keep the Divine Water because I feel like I've been making exceptional use of those. Yeah, gives us a lot of points. You could always go for more health. Do you want more stamina? I feel like health is the... Or stamina? No, health. Health is the way to go. You now have more health. How much do we need for a Momori? 1,000. You see ghosts on land. Well, you're not the only one. Everyone's seeking... Well, I'm not exactly sure we could call them ghosts, because they're more like monsters. I feel like Ghost would be more up the alley of Fatal Frame than Silent Hill. Gotta get the stats first. I see ghost turds.
You're lying, aren't you, Shu?
Beats me.
You really think you can fool Hinako?
Hinako! You're late. I was worried about you.
He wasn't worried at all.
Wait a minute. All this time I've been thinking that... No, wait, Rinko and... Oh, you know what, never mind. I was thinking that that line could be taken as Rinko and Shu lying to Hinako that they're seeing monsters. Well, in truth, it's only Hinako who's seeing it, but the way they act is almost like they see it too. And I'm good, lad. Well, relatively good. I had like a very rough work day yesterday. I clocked in at 9 in the morning and left at like 2 a.m. that night because we had a big event, and then I clocked in again at around 4 a.m. just getting like an hour of sleep. But after that, I am relatively okay because I think I'll be taking leave for the entire next month soon. So yeah. I should be asking you the same thing. How are things over there in Stormland?
He knew his dear partner would be all right. Oh, yeah? Thanks.
Head to the mountain behind. Maybe you should go storming, of course. I should have expected that. I walked right into that one. And as you can see, after spending that entire night beating the final boss of Ghost of Yotei, I have shifted over to Silent Hill F. And we are now in New Game Plus. Kind of funny that you mentioned Stormy too, considering that a lot of storms were happening in Ghost of Yotei when we last met. Don't tell me there's another liquor around here. Well, yeah, technically NG++, but I feel like the UFO ending is not much of an ending considering how early we got it. You would have loved that ending, Glenn. It was pure anime comedy. Is that way blocked? But that's also where the liquor is, right? Wait, no, you can actually go this way. Okay, this is the way we're supposed to go. Because that leads to the middle school. That means we're gonna have to check around here. Liquor. Oh, I guess the way I'm saying it sounds like it's the alcohol. What I mean is like licking with the tongue. As in liquor. A person who licks. Because, wait, maybe I can show it to you guys. Journal? Yeah, journal. Monsters. Bogtown. Yeah, it's this thing. A particularly suspicious monster that walks around on all fours. The greedily staring eyes, the greasy palms, the disgusting way it acts all chummy with me. Yeah, you lick it too. Understandable. Just, you might want to avoid doing that at a fancy restaurant though. And this is just a dead end. I feel like there was another item here then too, but not seeing anything. Yeah, the liquor should be on the other side. Kind of appropriate pun joke too, considering that it acts like it's half drunk. Oh, a new note. Oh, finally we found it. A photo attached to a research journal by a researcher investigating the folklore of Ebsiguoka. Is that a well? Okay, I see some Inari shrines here. We need to, since we're on New Game Plus, I'm trying to go for the second ending clan, and these photos only appear in New Game Plus, and I do believe they're sort of hinting what you need to do to get the other endings. So I've been searching for that one all through the way. And then letting you know that the reason why we're going after the Jizo statues is because the Jizo statues were used more historically before the Inari statues. So we're looking for Jizo statues and not the Inari ones. Yeah, surprisingly, I'm not as scared of this game. It's just really fun, to be honest. And very, very intriguing. Like lore-wise, I am completely hooked. Especially if you're a fan of the older Silent Hill games. I'm not sure whether you played any of those, but I am a huge fan of Silent Hill 1, and this is like hitting all the right spots for that. Oh, there we go. There's our liquor. Though I don't think it sees me. Just oh, never mind, it saw me. I might just die here. It's in its excited state right now. Oh wow, that delay. Yep, that was a death. How far are we from the save point? Oh my god. And the moment we got entrapped in the middle, I was like, okay, yeah, we're about to die. Oh, it didn't? Oh, we were not too far from a save point, to be honest, so that's nice. I hope dying doesn't really affect it. She silently died because Silent Hill left. That's why you have the F to pay your respects at the end, you know. And that wasn't an environmental death, by the way. The other enemies, they actually create those plants. Like when they spit out whatever they're spitting out, probably after all that liquor, they create the plants on the ground. And you kind of get strangled or caught in them to be attacked by the other enemies. I mean, fair enough, considering that that is technically where you do die if that happens. Honestly, I was not expecting to die there. It's just very easy to die. Okay, this was where we got ambushed last time. I'll need to take care of at least one. Yeah, when you go in here, they spawn. But not if you're looking at the camera here. Yeah, we need to make sure we pick that up because that is important indeed. Oh, yeah, okay. They might not be spawning just because I'm looking over there.
Is this some sort of offering?
Or never mind, you're not spawning at all. Okay, now you spawned. Not the attack I was expecting you to do. You are tanky as heck. One down. Where's the liquor? Oh, there we go. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Better be careful. Oh, you have a counter window there. I didn't even notice. Okay, I'm about to die again, aren't I? Or maybe not. Ooh, use your dual katana. The only thing I can use in this game is a stick so far. Well, not only a stick, but still. We have no guns, only steel pipes, knives, and sickles. Yeah, not too bad considering that we lived. I really, most of the enemies in this game are easy except for that thing when it gets excited, right? And I'm getting hit more often than not because I'm trying to do the counter. It must be because it's drunk. Makes things a lot more difficult. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard of the Mad Dog fighting style, which is accepted by the People's Republic of China as a sort of training style, which involves actually using... It looks like the guy is almost drunk, but he's showing all the techniques of that school. And thus far, I believe it is the only school of fighting that has been that has managed to legally avoid actually killing someone and avoid the legal consequences of doing it over there. Because one of the requirements to actually learn the Mad Dog fighting style is that you should know the inside and out of Chinese law before you use it. Drunken Fist, and see, the reason why I'm making a distinction here between Mad Dog Fist and Drunken Fist is that most martial arts, like over the years, most of the softer martial arts, Tai Chi, Wuching, all that stuff has been like a lot of MMA fighters have gotten into the ring and have sort of proved that it's not as effective in a fight. Like, it looks nice, has movements, but it's not as effective in a fight, right? But the Mad Dog Fist is all about actually being as brutal as possible and being as most effective as possible. So you're using like everything you can find: scissors, rulers, chairs, just about everything. Like, and it's not, there's like no concept of honor there. Like, if you can bite someone's ear off, you do that. If you can kick their groin, you do that. That's how it works in that one. Sort of losing track where we're going. But yeah, I'm making a distinction because of that. Drunken Fist, I feel like it's still considered a bit of part of Chinese martial arts, right? Don't quote me on that. I did not know entirely. So there's a little alleyway here. Chocolate. Kind of similar to Krav Maga, only it's when the guy is actually showing it. Like, he's doing like a lot of shouting and very erratic movements. Almost like the drunken style, right? Time to join and drive drunk. In order to join, you need to learn the entire law first. And I do believe one time one of his students actually pursued someone who was attacking him, and he was immediately expelled because the teacher was like, you know what, you control yourself. Oh, an upgrade item. Yeah, I don't even recall coming this way in New Game, so it might be I missed it, or this is a New Game Plus thing. I probably missed it, because that little alleyway is like really hidden. Well, As long as you're not getting drinking and driving drunk, you'll be fine, learning crop. The character etched into the stone base is indecipherable. Oh, I actually found the Jizo statue first, and it gave you a hint as to where it is. Most of the other times I've managed to find the item before I found the Jizo statue. Okay, we know it's in this vicinity if it's giving me the hint. Because I feel like I've seen that area before. Like, it's a little construction area that is near a bridge, which is probably this one.
Damage from the typhoon. It's still here.
I hear you. And I see you. Yeah, I think the hint was linking to the other side of the bridge. That's something we'll have to check. This is a bit of a dead end. Is it the only one that actually gives a hint? I feel like that's the first time I've ever actually come across a Jizo statue before finding the item that we need to offer it, right? And that might be why. It's possible that if you found the Jizo statues before, that they might have given you like similar hints. Yeah, letting a stealth hint as to why these lanterns are around in the dark world and why they can ward off enemies. Because they're used in Obon. Right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to the end of the bridge and probably trigger the middle school part, right? But it's almost midnight over here, so I'm gonna finish as soon as we get to the middle school. Because it's already like midnight and my sleep is already kind of messed up.
Cut it out. I don't want to talk about that right now.
I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm gonna keep bringing it up until you snap back to reality.
I said, knock it off. Seriously.
Look, I'll just come right out and say it. Hinako's dead, okay? She's gone. She's living a better life in another world.
Except she's right here and listening to what you guys are saying.
What took you so long? Come on, let's get going.
So why are you saying she's dead? Theories for you, Lan, specifically, since I know Mikha''s over here, or YouTubes as you like to call him, already knows what's going on. Is Hinako really dead? Are we playing as a ghost? Like you theorized all along, are we the ghosters? Snap back to reality. YouTubes.
Me and Shu used to hang out around here a long time ago.
Broken Japanese cat sandal. Okay, so that's probably the item that we have to go give back to the Jesus statue. And hopefully nothing spawned down here. offer the broken Japanese getter sandal. Yeah, this Sacred Sword business is something that only appears in New Game Plus and is what we're pursuing for the new ending. And from what I can tell, we're offering like very well-worn items, because Japanese folklore has that thing about items getting like spirits if you use it for a very long time, like getting their own souls, right? A bit of fate. There's even a name for it, right? I'm not exactly sure what it's called. Like when you know what? I feel like there's actually something about that in our documents too. That Ghosters? Ghosters? Wait, is there? Yeah, if there is one, I have not watched this. Let me do a quick Google search. The first thing that I got was like a psychology website saying, how does ghosters feel about ghosting people? Unless you mean Ghostbusters, which is not exactly an anime, but close enough, I suppose. They feel ghosting. Such an odd lexicon to use, right? I feel like when we were younger, the term ghosting didn't really catch on as much. But now, almost everyone knows what ghosting means. And yeah, we are almost to the middle school. I'll probably stop after the cutscene.
It's locked. There never was a lock here, though.
The key should be somewhere in the school.
Can we take a break now?
Wait, do you just genuinely not know what ghosting means? Or are you pulling my leg right now? I had a feeling. And the ghost is pulling your leg.
I can't. I need to take a break.
You must be exhausted too, huh? You can take a rest. I'll go see if I can find the key.
No problem. What? I want you by my side, Shu. I need you here. Please, stay with me. Please.
You don't really need me to.
You should rest up too. I'll go find the key.
You really should. You were at the front leading us the whole time. Hinako just tagged along behind us, so she's just fine.
What do you mean she just tagged along?
Don't worry about it. You two stay here and rest. I'll be back.
Yep, and we are finally in a new story sequence. So what I'm gonna do is, because I remember this like very vividly, I spent an entire stream time trying to find a save point for this area because I wanted to finish that day too.
haven't been here since graduation.
Only to realize that the save point is right at the start of this area. So you weren't there before. You're new. Like if you turn a left here and go up the stairs, the save point is right here. I spent like an entire stream trying to find the save point so that I can call it that night, but I found it after I completed the entire area. Must be the alumni. That's one way to put it, considering that we are finding them in school uniforms and all. Like a very attached alumni. But you know what, guys? I'm actually gonna call it here. So it's midnight. I feel like I need to get some rest, and probably a lot of sleep. I'll be around playing this because we have a long way to go. Yeah, I was kind of worried that it might seem like I'm cutting the stream short for you, Lan. I know you meant it as a joke, but I still feel a bit bad. It's because you joined us a few moments ago. But don't worry, I'll be playing this a lot more on stream in the coming days. Since, again, like I said, I have annual leave. Oh, wait. You have a night shift? No worries, Lan. Thanks for joining in. As always, keeping me I feel like you would make a better entertainer than me if you were streaming, considering all the puns and jokes you make. Oh, a morning shift. That makes more sense, actually. I do be drunk. Yeah, if I'm not playing this, I'll probably be playing Digimon, but I have so much grinding to do on Digimon, I just decided to go with Silent Hill. But yeah, if anyone else is watching, take care and stay safe. I am gonna go get some digit sleep. And not some digit drunk. Good night.